Hello children, in this video we will learn a topic in composition. Our topic for today is autobiography. An autobiography is different from that of a biography. What is an autobiography? An autobiography is a self-written life story. It is different from that of a biography, which tells the life story of a person written by someone else. Reading autobiographies may be more interesting than biographies because you are reading the thoughts of the person instead of someone else's interpretation of the story. An autobiography can also be a story or narrative written from the point of view of an imaginary or inanimate object. For example, we can also write an autobiography of a pet dog, a table or a chair, or a coin. Some points to remember when writing an autobiography. An autobiography should be written in the first person. Use the first person pronoun I and me when referring to the person writing it. For example, if you are writing an autobiography of a table, you can begin like I am a table. So we are using the first person pronoun I when we are referring to the table. It is as if the table is writing his story or he is conveying his story. So, while writing the autobiography of an animal or an inanimate object, try to put yourself in the position of that animal or object you are writing about and imagine the things it would see, say, or think as if it were alive. Characters in an autobiography. The main character in an autobiography is always the person writing it. The person becomes the author of the story. The other characters mentioned are related in some way to the author narrating the story. So that means the main character is about whom the autobiography is. For example, if we are writing an autobiography of a table, then who is the main character? The table. And the other things around the table, for example the chairs or the stool, etc., they are other characters that is related to the main character of the story. The format of writing an autobiography is very simple. We begin with writing the title in the center of the line. Then we start with our introduction. Begin by leaving a two-finger space. Next comes the body of the autobiography, wherein you give details of the story. And lastly, we come to the conclusion. How to write an autobiography? We can prepare an outline. Think about what you are going to write and jot down your thoughts in the form of points. These points will help you to elaborate the written matter of your story. Start writing by describing the present condition of the person writing and slowly lead it to the past. You can put that into the introduction. Then describe the past events in detail. And then in the conclusion, return back to the present. To understand better how to write an autobiography, kindly refer to this given specimen and pay attention to how the sequence of events appear in it. Children, you are supposed to copy this specimen on a file sheet paper or a notebook that you have made. Kindly preserve it and refer to it for learning. Autobiography of a rupee. I am now an old coin, but I can still remember my early youth. If you had seen me then, when I was in the government treasury with my bright companions, you would have not recognized me. I was shining silver, and the lion's head and all the letterings were very beautiful and distinct. I was very proud of my appearance. My active life began when I was paid over the counter of a bank to a gentleman. I went off jingling in his pocket. Later, the man gave me off to a shopkeeper. The shopkeeper looked pleased when he had me in his hand. He then picked me and threw me into a drawer with a lot of other coins. I soon found myself in a mixed company. There were coins worth 50 paisa and others lower in denominations. But I was twice as valuable and the best of them all. I also found a number of rupees of my own rank, but none so new and bright as I was. Some of them were jealous of my smart appearance, but one very old rupee was kind to me and gave me good advice. Some time later, I was given away to a young lady who put me in a purse, but the purse had a hole, and I rolled and fell into a gutter. Eventually, a poor ragged boy picked me up. Since then, I have just been passing from people to shopkeepers. I have lived an active life and never rested long anywhere. But I am glad of this than to have a fate of a rupee locked up in the strong box of a master. What a dull life he must have had. Okay, so children, this is the end of it. So this was your specimen. Now, for your homework, this homework has to be written in the English composition book. The specimen what I gave you should be written in your file sheet paper. The following homework has to be done in the English composition book. You will write an autobiography of a doll. This one you are going to write in the English composition book. The date you will put today's date 16/9/2020. Kindly fill in your index in this manner. I have highlighted today's topic in the red color. So it is serial number 4, date 16/9/2020. The topic autobiography. Now children, when you come to the right hand page, remember all the written matter in the English composition book is supposed to be written on the right hand page of your book only. Okay, so when you come to the right hand page, on the first line you will write the topic, that is autobiography. Please put the date once again, that is 16/9/2020. Below autobiography, you will write the question. Nothing is to be written on the left hand page. The question you write on the right hand page below the topic. Write an autobiography of a doll. So you will write this, and on the next line you will leave two fingers space and begin with your autobiography. All right? Okay, so with this we have finished the topic on autobiography. Kindly complete your notes and the uh, composition book. Thank you.